The rain has now stopped, the skies are clearing, and we're about to head to Strasbourg. We will go next to the tram station and go through the process of getting a tram ticket and hopping on and see what the ride is like by about 15-20 minutes to Strasbourg. We will be in France. It's Fred and Linda with New Venture, New Day. Come on along with us as we continue our European adventure. To ride the tram, you're going to need a ticket. You can buy it at the ticket kiosk. Very easy. You can select your language here. We selected English. Quick purchase. Urban tickets in our case. We selected individual tickets for 24 hours. I went through the process. I did the touchless pay over here with the phone. We have our tickets. We're going to
down here.
We came out down here. Now we're going to go validate our ticket. There's a validation station right over here. And I think you just hold your ticket here, and your ticket is validated. And we are set to go. We just missed the last train, so we'll be waiting a few minutes outside, but that won't be too bad. It's getting lighter outside and it's in the 30s. We're used to that. We're on the tram. Started out at 10 after 10. We're going to time this to see how long it actually takes. Very nice tram car, very comfortable. We just had a wonderful conversation with a couple of people from Turkey. One of them is studying here to be an engineer, and his sister's visiting. So we talked with them and actually helped them buy a ticket for the tram, which was tourists helping tourists. We've made our way down that short street over there that's directly across from the stop for the tram, and we are going to walk a short little stretch here down to this bridge across the river, and right there we can see the peak of the cathedral we're headed to, and that's where all the action is supposed to be today. One of many. Here we go. Very quiet here. Traffic's not too bad.
No sirens.
No sirens. Right here, before we cross the bridge, is a museum. Looks like a museum for the Alsace area. And over here is a history museum for Strasbourg. Very picturesque area. Here we are approaching what looks like a flea market. Kitty corner from a restaurant. Oh, we'll check it out. Fine, yeah. A variety of things here. Many, many bikes. Walking and biking. We found a spot here with lots of flowers. Flowers hanging from the trees and the posts. Cute little spot right here. I can't say I've been fascinated with Strasbourg, but I've heard a lot about it over the years. A very interesting place, very important in the history of Europe and Germany and France. It's things like this doorway that make me think the area is still original. You can tell by the roof lines that these have to be some very old buildings, and just over the top, one of the spires from where we are headed, Cathedral. We have encountered what appears to be a large walking tour of the area. We've now made it to the street, headed towards the cathedral. A lot of activity here. Seems to be several tour groups out and about. A lot of people taking pictures. Apparently very, very historic area. And everything is in French. I had 3 years of French when I was in high school and college, and I remember hardly any of it except a word here and there. So it's a challenge. A window filled with pastries. There it is. Cathedral. We've made it to at least one of the Christmas market areas. It's not open yet. I don't know what time it opens. I guess closer to noon time. So we'll wait, but we'll just keep looking around here. All the tour groups, people getting their pictures taken. Fantastic old buildings. That's what's interesting to me is the old architecture. It's late November here, and the shops are filled with Christmas merchandise. A lot of interesting stuff to take a look at here. Plenty of gift and souvenir opportunities line all of the shelves, and some of the cases have some very unique and interesting things available as well. We stepped out of the crowd a little bit, walked around this end of the cathedral, and are going to take a walk through it. Here's the entrance.
Take your hat off.
Take your hat off. Immediately as you enter the cathedral, you are greeted by the cathedral's astronomical clock, which is a very impressive sight indeed, and a lot of people come to see just that. An information screen illustrates all the various things there are to see and learn as you make your way through the cathedral. The cathedral was damaged during the liberation of Strasbourg near the end of World War II, and there are scars in the building from that period. That's not the first time it suffered damage. There was significant damage also in the Franco-Prussian War in the 1870s. Looking closely at the building columns, I was surprised to see all of the shrapnel and bullet damage to the columns. There was a lot of fierce fighting around the cathedral area. Now restored, it remains a very impressive sight to see, with all the stained glass windows and sculptures in the building. Decoration has begun for the Christmas season to make the building look even more festive. We're looking here at the sanctuary and altar area of the church. The tapestries along the sides are very impressive works of art as well. Looking above the tapestries and circling around the inside of the cathedral, you can get a good look at all of the beautiful stained glass windows. It was very busy the day we visited the cathedral, and along the one wall was a very impressive and long nativity display. Also high above the tapestries are the pipes for the organ. And like most historic sites, there is a gift shop where you can pick up a souvenir of your visit. Something I enjoy about a lot of these historic sites are the accurate 3D models of the site outside, with a lot of description provided of what you're looking at.
Come back here.
We left the cathedral, making our way again down that main street that we took to get here, crossing the bridge, on our way to what is supposedly the larger Christmas market. The one at the cathedral looked like they were just starting to open things up. We left the cathedral before the astronomical clock rang. It started up at 12:30. We just didn't want to stand around there, and it seemed like people were starting to bunch up in that area anyway. So we'll head on down and see how soon they open this market. Very picturesque street, a lot of stores, and you can get a pair of Levi's
Five Guys.
and a burger at Five Guys. So when in France, you can always find some tortillas and some tacos, or step into your local McDonald's. The market's over here, right on the main tram line. A little structure where the trams go through, look, the main pickup point. Looks like the tram that we rode on this morning, you can also pick it up here and take it back into Kehl. Coffee break time. Little cafe off from the square. We grabbed about a third of a cup of coffee,
Eighth.
eighth of a cup of coffee, and a muffin at a little shop to get our feet warmed up.
Petite.
Yeah, a little bathroom stop, and now we want to go over to the market. We see it's not open yet, and Linda's doing a little research, and the times aren't definite. They said used to open at 11, and now we're not sure when they're going to open up. We're going to see how soon they open up this Christmas market. Stay tuned. We're standing here under an overhang by a restaurant, waiting for the rain that wasn't forecast to pass by. We decided not to bring umbrellas because it's going to be dry today. So we're going to wait a little bit and then see if they finally open up that market. So, interesting. It's always a kind of a crapshoot when you're this time of the year. We decided to take a quick spin through a grocery store we found to see what kinds of things they have here. And it was surprising to see how much ready-to-heat prepackaged food they have. I didn't think that was as common here, but apparently it is. A nice big meat section. Find a lot of meat here too. And your Christmas candies, plenty of yogurt. A lot of nice fresh produce. Avocados cost about the same as they do back home. Ooh, nice selection of mushrooms, greens. All in all, I don't see a lot of difference between this and most of our stores back in the States. Aisles are pretty narrow. Be kind of hard to push a couple of big carts through here. The chip aisle here is considerably smaller than in the States. We're making our way back to the Cathedral area to see if they have their market open yet. And we are back at the Cathedral Christmas market. It doesn't look like there's much going on here yet either. Shops are all busy all the way around every place we've been. Lots of shops, lots of restaurants. Looks like it's pretty well closed up, so we have to decide what we're going to do next. We can stand right here across from the cathedral and take pictures all day of people taking pictures of themselves, selfies and groups, and the cathedral. Here we have quite a display on the balcony with a dancing Santa, lights, decorations. Making one last pass to another spot we haven't been to. We search for a refrigerator magnet from Strasbourg. We managed to stop for a little pretzel with cheese. How do you like your pretzel?
Yummy.
Yeah, it's a nice treat. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, and it doesn't appear like anything is happening here. We're going to head back to the hotel because we got 24-hour tram ticket, and it's a quick tram ride, quick walk back to our hotel, and maybe if the weather stays clear, we could hop back over here later in the day, and maybe things will be open up for the night market and take a look at that. But right now, we've just about run out of options here in the main area. Not much more to see. We're going to head back and come back later in the day. Down on the river's edge, we've got some swans. One guy's taking a little nap here. And we've got people getting on board for what looks like a boat tour. There's a little Christmas market down by the water. There's a bridge off in the distance that we have to cross to get back. Well, our timing was not the best today.
Impeccable.
Yeah, it was not impeccable. It is 10 minutes to 2. We walked by a booth where this young couple was preparing to open up their booth. And fortunately, they spoke very good English. And at 2 o'clock, all the Christmas markets will open up. So we were way too early. So if you're coming to the market here in Strasbourg, remember, you have to wait till 2 in the afternoon for everything to open up. We're going to figure out what we want to do next. We decided to stick around and visit the Christmas markets the rest of the afternoon before hopping on the tram and heading back to Kehl. And that was a nice ride. Picked it up conveniently downtown. The maps tell you your progress as you're moving along. We'll take you on a tour of the Strasbourg Christmas markets as well as Christmas markets throughout Germany and upcoming videos devoted to the Christmas market season. Here we are in a hotel restaurant tonight. We started out the day in the breakfast room, and that was really good. And we decided yesterday when we checked in, we were going to have dinner here tonight. I'm having the Schweineschnitzel, and Linda's having the Hähnchen Schnitzel. And it's a very delightful little place here. It's part of the hotel, and it's also a public restaurant. We had a pretty great day. We did learn something today. When you go to the Christmas markets, don't go until about 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. That's when they open up, and then you can really see things, the lights and things. It starts to get dark at 4. We went way too early. They weren't open, so we kind of wandered around in the cold for no particular reason. But we did check out some shops and things. So
The cathedral.
and the cathedral, we checked that out. So all in all, it was a good day. We learned a lot from it. We saw a lot of Strasbourg, at least the downtown area of Strasbourg, the old part of the city. Learned some history, and now we're back in Kehl.
And we met a couple of nice
Yes,
students from Turkey.
from
and
Turkey, and
We helped them.
we helped them buy a ticket for the tram, and ran into them 2 other times. It was kind of interesting.
It was.
And we ran into them here. They were headed to Strasbourg, and we ran into them there a couple of times. So that was interesting. And I talked to a couple more Americans that I bumped into, and they were from Florida. And it's really cold for them. We're from Wisconsin, so it's actually a little warmer than it is in Wisconsin.
Normal.
So normal. So all in all, it was a great day. And tomorrow we are off to Heidelberg and spend a little more time in Heidelberg checking it out. We've been to Heidelberg before, but just kind of an overnight and didn't get to see much of it. So there's a lot to see there, the castle, the Christmas markets, everything else. So if you enjoyed today's video and learn a little bit about Strasbourg, well, please click like and consider subscribing so you're notified when the rest of our European travel videos come out. So once again, enjoy your travels. Thanks for watching and take care.